Can you hear me?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Please accept my humble obeisance. Very happy Janmashtami.
Very happy to meet all of you here on this arrangement. Wish you all a very, very happy Janmashtami and praying to Krishna for blessings on all of you. Om Tat Sat. So can we start?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome all the devotees for this very auspicious Sri Krishna Janmashtami festival. Today, we are very fortunate to have His Holiness Bhakti Vinoda Maharaj with us.
Hari Bol.
I think there is no need of any introduction about Maharaj. And he is very familiar with all our devotees here in Kanaya Desh and all other Middle East countries. So we will be welcoming Maharaj for this special session of Janmashtami glorification by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. All together we will welcome Maharaj by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for calling me in here. Today is our Janmashtami celebrations here in ISKCON and all over the world. And everybody is very, very busy, moving into various zones and giving sessions and classes. So I am also very happy to be here amidst so many wonderful devotees. Some of them are newcomers who are beginning their Krishna consciousness. Some of them may be devotees who have been in the movement for many, many years. Some of them in between. But all of us, by Krishna's arrangement, have joined together today. And we have the opportunity to meet together, have our association, and discuss Krishna Katha. Today's topic is supposed to be glorification of Krishna's appearance. And I want to start by giving a small prayer, and you may all join along with me. Om Ajnana Timirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pangor Mama Manda Matergati Matsarvasya Padam Bhojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumadha Srimad Ratnakara Simhasanastav Srimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo Preshtalibhi Sevhyamano smarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamshi Bhattatasitah Karshan Venuswanair Gopi Gopinata Yashyestunah Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamamai Haripriye Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. By the mercy of Krishna, by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead only, can we understand Krishna. Only by His mercy can we, in order to understand, get together to discuss Krishna. Only by His mercy, whatever we discuss can turn into realization. So we are constantly dependent on Krishna in every step. Tesham evanukampartam aham ajnanajam tamah nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. If we feel that we don't have the information, the knowledge, the association, but we have a desire to know about Krishna, Krishna is saying that from the heart, as Super Soul, Paramatma, I will destroy ignorance and establish knowledge with a shining lamp of knowledge. So, in all walks of life, anybody and everybody is dependent on Krishna. When we speak about Krishna in this way, people will think that we are religious fanatics, fundamentalists saying only Krishna, 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 and many things. Therefore, the Bhagavatam goes beyond calling Krishna only God. It explains God as absolute truth, samam bonam. Janmadhyasayatah anvayat itaratas charteshva vignyaswarat. Tene brahma hridayadi kavaye mukyanti yat surayah. So, Krishna is not only God. He is a supreme personality, the absolute truth, from whom everything else comes. Everything that we know of in this world is relative to the absolute truth, not relative to what we think in our mind, not relative to our speculations, not relative to the mental adventures of some philosophers, not relative to what the scientists say according to empiric understanding. All this is not the base and the premise. There has to be a solid truth as premise and base from which you can relativize. Then you have some way of coming towards the truth. But if you take away the base, if you take away absolute truth, if you take away God, then on what will you base your relative understanding? Can it be just on the basis of your mind, your intelligence? Can it be just based on your speculations? How dangerous it is. So therefore, we should understand this is not simply explanation of God. This is explanation of Krishna, absolute truth. That is how the Bhagavatam starts. Janmadhyasayatah andaya itaratas charteshva abhignya swarat. That independent, supreme, absolute truth, Krishna, who encompasses the feature of God. His appearance we are celebrating today. Janmashtami means the appearance of the supreme absolute truth. We don't have to say only God. God is included in him. In the Bhagavad-gita, Krishna is explaining how he is God. In the Bhagavatam, you can see how he is the absolute truth, manifested as a supreme personality, Bhagavan, as the localized Paramatma in everybody and everything, and the impersonal Brahman effulgence spread everywhere. So everything is contained inside Krishna, absolute truth. His appearance day is what we are celebrating. The absolute truth's appearance. When the absolute truth appears, everything relative gets scattered away, and the truth forcefully comes to the fore, to the forefront. Right? So that is why Janmashtami is very, very important. And this message was given to us and made in such a simple way for us to understand by that same Supreme Lord Krishna who appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he told us who Krishna is, who is Radharani, how Krishna is to be understood, how he should be worshipped in Kali Yuga by Nama Sankirtan, how we can move towards this truth, Krishna, from a relative state. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Asatoma Satkamaya, from Asat, from the relative, from the speculative, to the Sat, the truth, how to move. So that is why Janmashtami is very important for the whole world, not only for Krishna conscious devotees in ISKCON, for everybody professing any type of faith, and for everybody not professing any faith who desire to understand reality and truth. For everybody, today is very, very important because truth can be understood. And this truth, explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a very simple way, was brought to the whole world in Kali Yuga. And we cannot be without speaking about Krishna's pure devotee, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, his divine grace. How he spread Janmashtami all over the world. How he spread Krishna all over the world, the absolute truth. Amongst people who were from various backgrounds, various religions, various cultures, various different thought processes, various different understanding, he proved that the absolute truth is relevant to anybody and everybody, whether you may be of a religious particular faith or not. So today is the appearance of the absolute truth. Param Dhama, Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwatam Divyam, Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum, as Arjuna describes in the Bhagavad-gita. So Prabhupada carried this message all over the world. When he was 70 years old, he was on a ship, Jaladuta. The day before was Janmashtami. Prabhupada celebrated his first Janmashtami outside of his place on the ship Jaladuta when it docked in Cochin. And on that day, he knew it is Janmashtami. He fasted a little bit. He explained about Krishna to the captain Panda and to some of the other friends and sailors who were there and distributed a little prasadam. He celebrated Janmashtami in a very small way because he had only that much facility. He was sailing. And he explained who is Krishna to everybody. They all listened. They all listened. He started his very small spread of Janmashtami on the ship. And after that, in 1966, he established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, celebrated Janmashtami, spread Janmashtami in every nook and corner of the world. Today, millions of people are celebrating Janmashtami all over the world because Prabhupada taught them who is Krishna, the absolute truth, and had them celebrate. Right? So we owe so much to Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, whose appearance day we will be celebrating tomorrow. Immediately after Janmashtami is Prabhupada's appearance day. So tomorrow we'll hear more about Prabhupada. But I thought it's very important for us to glorify Prabhupada, who has spread Janmashtami all over the world, spread Krishna consciousness all over the world first, and recollect how he celebrated Janmashtami austerely, long back in 1965, August 21st, 22nd on the ship in Cochin. Right. So, what is mentioned about the appearance of the Supreme Absolute Truth? Why should the Supreme Absolute Truth come at all into the relative world? There is only one reason why he should come into the relative world. And that reason is because of his association, because of his relationship he has with all of us who are in the relativized world, in the material world. The absolute truth coming inside here is only to show his mercy for us, to awaken us to the truth, to awaken us to Krishna consciousness, means consciousness of the truth. Only for that reason. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. The Lord is appearing and showing himself to us to awaken us, galvanize us into becoming interested in knowing reality. So we are very grateful to Krishna that he has appeared in this material world out of his great mercy for us. And we offer our prayers in that sense, in that humility to Krishna today, that by his mercy we may be able to understand something of the absolute truth, something about Krishna, and progress in our spiritual venture. So the scene of Krishna's appearance is described in the Bhagavatam very wonderfully. Although it is described only, we can have an experience of it also by cultivating pure devotion to Krishna. So Krishna appeared in amazing circumstances, in an amazing place. Out of all the places, the Supreme Absolute Truth has chosen a jail, a prison house to appear in. So that's why it's very shocking to people to how to understand these things. How to understand that the Supreme Absolute Truth is coming in a jail. That's why Krishna is saying it's not easy to understand the birth and activities of Krishna. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. It's not easy to understand. Only by Krishna's mercy we can understand, as I mentioned right in the beginning. By Krishna's mercy only we can understand. By the pure devotee's mercy we can understand. Right? So that description is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by Prabhupada in his books, especially the Bhagavatam. We shall quickly overview the appearance because today is appearance day and there are also newcomers here. If you understand the divine nature of the appearance of Krishna, you don't have to come back to this world again. Evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. You'll come back to me. You don't have to remain in this world. So we'll make a little effort to understand what that is. Krishna has got a completely spiritual body, Satchitananda Vigraha. He is spiritual from the tip of his finger to the tip of his toe. Actually, we also are spiritual entities. But now, in forgetfulness of ourselves, in forgetfulness of Krishna, we have accepted this material body in this material world. And we are in a very compromised situation. We suffer under material energy. In order to, elevate us, Krishna is born in the prison house. It is not that we are in any very opulent place. This material world is also considered to be a prison house, where we are imprisoned mentally, intellectually, by the body, by the domain we are in, by the boundaries of matter and the material world. We are also under lockdown. We are not able to express ourselves spiritually fully. We are not able to be the free spirit souls that we are in bliss and happiness. We are morose, conditioned by Maya and the three modes of material nature. Although we profess to be free, we enjoy our freedom, we want free speech and everything. It is only freedom inside the jail. Inside the jail, some barricades are removed, but you're not free. Ultimately, you're not free. So Krishna's appearance in the jail simply indicates that we are also inside the jail. And therefore, he's coming to visit us inside the jail. Inside the jail. But when he comes to visit us inside the jail, we are very doubtful, who is this person who has come inside the jail to see us? He must also be part of the jail. He must also be conditioned like us. He is one of us. He looks like us. Manushim tanumashitam param bhavam ajananto mamabhuta maheshwaram. Krishna is saying, because I have this manushya rupam. Manushya tanu means body. Tanum ashitama, I have accepted this particular form, like looking like a human being. They think I am also one of them. Param bhavam ajananto, they don't know my supreme nature. Mama bhuta maheshwaram, how I am the Lord of everything. They don't know, they don't understand. Right? So in order to make them understand, Krishna has appeared. That is our great fortune. Krishna is not like you and me. He is not another material body, soul inside another material body. He is not. He is fully spiritual. And he doesn't have to follow the rules and regulations of this world for coming in and going out. In this world, we are all pushed inside this material world through the mother's womb. Karanam gunasangasya sadasad yoni janmashu. Yoni means the garbha, through the womb. Through many different types of yonis, we are coming out life after life, forced and controlled by material nature. Karanam gunasangasya. In association with three gunas, this repeatedly happens to us life after life. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. But Krishna is not forced by any such material nature. He comes sambhavami atma mayaya. He comes on his own, in his own energy. He can come when he wants, he can get out when he wants, because it is his domain. He is the controller. He is the supreme personality, supreme personal controller. He is the controller of all controllers. All the devatas are controlled by him. There is no controller above him. Mattaha parataram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. So that Supreme Lord, out of his own mercy, is coming to reveal himself to us. That is why Janmashtami should be understood properly. If you can understand that he is independent, Abhijna Swarat, and we should not mistake him. Like inside the jail, the collector may come during Republic Day, Independence Day, and give a talk to all the prisoners who sit inside there. And anybody else who sees the scene will think the collector or the minister or anybody who has come is also a prisoner because he is inside the jail. No, he is not controlled by the jail. He is not under the rules and regulations of the jail. He is not a prisoner. He has not done any crime. He can come in and he can go out when he wants. In the same way, we should not think because Krishna is Manushim Tanumashritam, looks like one of us while he is here on his visit to benedict us. We should not make the big blunder of thinking that he is also like me. I like to be like him. I like to occupy his position. This is material. So Krishna is appearing inside this prison house in order to benedict us. And therefore we should take advantage and offer our prayers to him to relieve us of this prison, of the mind, of the body, of this material world, so that we may be free spirit. This is the prayer that we can ask of the Lord now. Of course, when the Lord comes to this world, people don't recognize him. People don't know him. So he comes in a way, nato natyadharo yata. It's mentioned by Kunti Devi, he's a great actor in a drama. Nobody makes out what he is doing. She calls him Nato Natya Taro Yata because when he is leaving Hastinapur, after the war is over, after installing Yudhishthira as the emperor of the whole world, after everything is settled up, when he is going back to Dwaraka, that time Kunti Devi approaches him because he comes to Kunti Devi and prostrates himself, touches her feet, and then say, please give me your blessings. He's the auntie of Krishna. So she tells him, how amazing you are. You are the Supreme Lord. Namasye Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrite Param. You are the Supreme Ishwara beyond all this Prakriti. And you are coming and paying respect to me. And you are going around me. And you're saying, please give me your blessings. Oh, Nato Natya Dharo Yata. What a wonderful actor you are. But I know you are the supreme absolute truth. You are the supreme personality of Godhead. How you saved us, how you protected me from all the dangers because I am your devotee. In this way, she recognizes Krishna, although he is doing the act. Same way in this birth pastime, Krishna is appearing in the jail. He is appearing as per the desire of Devaki and Vasudeva. Is appearing as their child because in 3 lifetimes they have had Krishna as their child, as Vamana, as Krishni Garbha, and now as Krishna. So he is appearing according to their request because they are his devotees. And she very much wanted Krishna to be her son. And in Vatsalya Rasa, in a mood of parenthood, she can actually relate with Krishna. So the beautiful story of how Krishna appeared, how Devaki and Vasudeva got married, and in the marriage ceremony as they are coming back home, Kamsa himself drives a chariot and he hears a voice from the sky saying that Devaki's 8th child is going to kill you. And he immediately throws the reins and the whip aside and takes out his sword and gets ready to kill Devaki because he is an asura. And how Vasudeva convinces him not to do so because even materially it is not a good deal for him. And he has a future as a king and people should look at him in a nice way. And therefore he brokes an agreement with Kamsa, saying that all the children that are born out of Devaki, he will come and hand over to him. And in this way, that agreement is acceptable to Kamsa. And he desists from killing Devaki. Of course, after that, Narada Muni comes and accelerates what is happening by telling Kamsa about the meeting of the Devatas and how they are all planning to come and kill the entire race of the Asuras headed by Kamsa, and how any one of the children of Vasudeva and Devaki could be Vishnu, not only the 8th child. So don't take a risk. And how in your previous life you were Kalanemi, a demon killed by Vishnu. That same Vishnu, your enemy, is going to come again to kill you. In this way, he excites Kamsa very indirectly, very smartly, diplomatically. And Kamsa becomes very afraid and angry and highly disturbed. Then he orders all the children in his kingdom to be killed. And then he imprisons Vasudeva and Devaki. And then he kills all their children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He kills all of them. In this way, everything is heightened disturbance for Kamsa, unfortunately for him. For Vasudeva and Devaki, who are devotees, they tolerate those difficulties and they wait patiently because they know they will have the benediction like in the past of Krishna appearing to them. Because they've already seen as Vamana, as Krishna Garbha, how Krishna appeared. So they know, they're very confident all these disturbances, we don't have to worry. These are part of the life of a devotee. And Krishna will definitely benedict the devotee because he sticks on in his determination to worship Krishna, to glorify Krishna, to constantly connect with Krishna and seek his protection, guidance and blessing. So Vasudeva and Devaki continue to do that. They are shackled in the jail with chains, and each time she gives birth, he comes and destroys the child by taking it and banging its head against the walls of the prison house, killing them in a violent manner. So Vasudeva and Devaki suffer, but at the same time they have great Krishna conscious devotion, and therefore they save themselves and they constantly remember Krishna. So Krishna is telling, Machitta Sarvadurgani Matprasadat Tarishyasi. Whatever difficulties you may face, if you think of me constantly, you'll be able to cross over those difficulties. That's what Vasudeva and Devaki did. And the beautiful story explains how Krishna, before he appeared, had Balarama appear. When the demigods went and prayed to Krishna on the shore of the milk ocean, and from there Brahma represented all the great devatas, and he personally spoke to Brahma and said that I have heard about what the situation in earth is. So very soon I will appear, right? So he gave clear information that I am going to appear very soon. I order all the devatas to also appear in various different dynasties of the Vrishni, the Yadavas, and everybody. And I am also instructing Yogamaya, and then the Bhagavatam nicely describes Yogamaya, his internal energy, Antaranga Shakti, who arranges everything for Krishna's pastimes. She is told by Krishna specifically, you must go and appear there as Yashoda's girl child, and you must transfer Anantasesha, Balarama, Sankarshana from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, whom I have sent to Vrandavan. Vasudeva had several wives. One of them was Devaki, to whom Krishna was born. And he also had another wife, Rohini. And seeing Kamsa is doing all these things, Rohini was pregnant. So he sent Rohini away on a horse to Vrandavan from Mathura. She was carried on a horse and she took shelter with Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. And so Krishna is instructing Yogamaya that you transfer Balarama from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini in Vrindavan. So Yogamaya is given all these instructions. Then make everything ready for me to appear. Right? And you become the eighth child from Devaki. And he describes, so all these things are carried out by Yogamaya. Yogamaya making all these amazing arrangements. And Krishna empowered Yogamaya to do so. So Yogamaya shifts Balaram. Balaram is born to Rohini. The difference between Balaram and Krishna's birth is 14 days. But Rohini, it seems, delivered after 14 months. She was pregnant for 14 months and then she delivered Balaram. 14 days after the delivery of Balaram, it's mentioned that Krishna appeared. The secret is Krishna appeared also to Yashoda. In fact, he appeared to Yashoda only. He took birth, appeared in Vrindavan. And then he became available to Devaki and Vasudeva. It is mentioned in Devaki and Vasudeva, out of their great austerities and their desire, because of the pure heart of Vasudeva, Krishna appeared in the heart of Vasudeva. And from the heart of Vasudeva, people could see that Vasudeva was looking so bright and full of tejas. They could understand that Krishna is present in his heart. And then from the heart of Vasudeva, Krishna went into the heart of Devaki. It is mentioned that Vasudeva initiated Devaki and Krishna appeared in her heart. And then it is from the heart of Devaki that Krishna appeared outside. Krishna did not go into her womb and come out in the normal way that all human beings come out, taking a seminal birth. Krishna was not conceived in Devaki like that by Vasudeva. It's a immaculate conception, as it is mentioned normally. Very, very high class, exotic, high tech conception. Because the Lord is the absolute truth, the supreme personality of Godhead. He simply appeared in the heart of Devaki from the heart of Vasudeva, and then he came in front of her as a beautiful baby, four-handed baby, Bhagavatam describes. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Then seeing the beautiful baby Krishna, Devaki became so happy. But she also was afraid of Kamsa. She was constantly afraid of Kamsa. So she was afraid of Kamsa, so immediately she told her, please don't be here. Kamsa is looking for you because I lost 6 children. He will come and do the same thing to you, she was afraid. But Krishna was not bothered. Kamsa cannot do anything to Krishna. He can't even come near Krishna. He is a demon. Krishna's powerful energies take care of all that. He doesn't have to worry like Devaki is worried. So, however, because mother was worried and instruction was given to Vasudeva to take this baby Krishna and go and place it in Yashoda's bed where there is a female child born to Yashoda and bring that child here. So that was Vasudeva did. Krishna gave wonderful darshan in his four-handed form as Bhagavan to both of them, and they both glorified Krishna. And Vasudeva offered so many cows and so much of charity to everybody, manasik, through his mind. Krishna accepted all that. And then he shifted himself back to his baby form. And he was shifted by Vasudeva all the way to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, he saw a baby girl child lying next to Yashoda who was completely in a trance. He replaced this child and took the baby child, came back to the prison which had opened up for him and then closed shut. And then comes Kamsa. Kamsa sees a girl child is born. The 8th child is a girl. But whatever it is, I'm not taking a risk. And he tried to destroy that child also. Child flew from his hand into the sky, gave him darshan as Durga, multifaceted 8-handed Durga, and said, you fool, who is supposed to kill you is born elsewhere already. And he has already taken birth. And in this way, she shows himself to him as Mahamaya Durga. So Krishna's birth actually occurred in Vrindavan. Yashoda delivered actually twins, one boy, one girl. That boy did not appear in front of Vasudeva when Vasudeva came to replace the child. He could see only the girl child. He replaced Krishna there and he went away. And then the Yashoda that Krishna had delivered merged with this Yashoda or accepted this replacement within himself. And then Krishna manifested there with Yashoda. And when Yashoda got up, she saw Krishna, the beautiful Krishna who never leaves Vrindavana, the original supreme absolute truth. This is the secret story. Krishna was actually born in Vrindavana. He appeared in Vrindavana because that is his eternal residence to Nanda and Yashoda. And the girl child flew out from Kamsa's hand and she disappeared. So Kamsa was in great distress. Where is that 8th child? That is how he went hunting for that 8th child. He never could see. But he heard that there is a child in Vrindavan, very powerful, Krishna. And in this way, after sending a lot of demons, Putana, Trinavarta, Agasura, Chakatashura, Bakasura, so many demons to kill Krishna, finally he decided he is not dying, he is killing all the demons. This must be that person who is supposed to kill me. Let me invite him. So he sent Akrura, the uncle of Krishna, in a wonderful chariot to bring Krishna. Akrura was a devotee of Krishna. He was very happy to go. Although he was working for Kamsa, he was a devotee and he was happy to go, and he brought Krishna. And then Krishna came and killed Kamsa. That was 11 and a half years old he was. So 11 and a half years after Krishna appeared, he came and killed Kamsa. This is the wonderful story that we hear in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And this story has got a lot of meaning for us. The preparation for Krishna's appearance and his appearance in wonderful Devaki's womb is something that is mentioned by great acharyas as something to be glorified. That appearance is likened to the appearance of Krishna within our heart. So from our heart we should destroy kama, krodha, moha, matsarya, all these things, greed, anger, lust, everything, and make our heart clean, fit for Krishna to appear by developing pure bhakti. So Devaki is bhakti personified. Kamsa is a thorough materialistic person who is attacking our bhakti constantly. We must always be afraid of matter, materialism, and Maya. And we should take shelter of Krishna. So Devaki took complete shelter of Krishna, and her bhakti completely blossomed. And then when completely bhakti blossomed, Krishna appeared. Similarly, we are practicing sadhana. We are chanting Hare Krishna, reading Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-gita, but we may have many material contaminations in our heart. Nivrita tasher upagiyamanat bhavaushada shrotra manopirama. Very beautifully, Shukadeva Goswami explains before the 10th canto, beginning of description of Krishna's appearance, that only one who is free in the heart, nivrita tarsher. So, to become free from all these unnecessary things in the heart, we should chant Hare Krishna, we should render service to Krishna. Gradually, our bhakti develops up to the point when we are fully in love with Krishna. Then we can actually encounter Krishna. Krishna is not some ordinary personality, material personality, whom you want to see and you want to seek an appointment with. You should be qualified to be able to see Krishna. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, powerful spiritual personality of Godhead, supreme personality of Godhead. In order to be able to accost him, to be able to actually have experience, we must prepare ourselves. That preparation we should do by cleaning our heart, by chanting Cheto Darpanamarjanam Bhava Mahadhavagni Nirvapanam. Our hearts gets cleansed by chanting Krishna's name. So we should sincerely chant Krishna's name. We should beg for mercy of Krishna. We should serve devotees of Krishna. And we should read the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-gita regularly. Meditate deeply on Krishna's pastimes. And in this way become qualified to be able to encounter Krishna. This is a science. It happens step by step. Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha Atha Bhajana Kriya Anartha Nivriti, like that. So glorification of Janmashtami means glorification of bhakti for Krishna, which precedes appearance of Krishna in your heart. And that is a whole process. By going through that process and becoming a devotee, Krishna can be met by us. It is mentioned that Brahma met Krishna physically, shook hands with him. It is mentioned in the Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada says we can also do that by following this process. This is not some useless, some academic process for you to get some degree. It is not some school that gives you some material benefit. By following this process and joining the school of Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the university established by him as the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, you will become purified and everything will be facilitated for you in his school, his college. And at the end of it, you can actually witness Krishna himself, right? So On this auspicious day, we should desire that our heart will become cleansed and we will become free of all these enemies of us. This 6 sons of Devaki, whom Kamsa destroyed, are considered to be Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, and they were all destroyed by Kamsa only. Because of Devaki having constant fear of Kamsa, which is healthy, having fear of a material influence. Because of that, he came and killed them. And that killing signifies as a product of fear of material life. A devotee is afraid of being in Maya, in material consciousness. So when we have that healthy fear, automatically all the 6 things get destroyed from the heart. Associating with the devotees, reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad-gita, chanting Hare Krishna, hearing Krishna's pastimes, engaging in his service, these are all very, very powerful in cleansing your heart. And we should take heed and we should perform these things in this particular way and achieve Krishna consciousness in this lifetime. Don't waste this lifetime unnecessarily. We should understand the value of this lifetime, the opportunity that is given to us to realize reality, Krishna, the absolute truth, and go back to Godhead. This is a serious proposal. Life should be taken seriously, and we should seriously practice this without taking it lightly. And definitely, we will have the fantastic, highly blissful experience of Krishna consciousness and encountering Krishna. So I will stop here with prayer to Krishna, and if there's any question, I'll be able to answer, or else I have to move towards a program that has been scheduled, the next program also. So thank you very much for being here today in recollecting Krishna's pastimes of his appearance and lessons that we can derive from that.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
All of you.
Thank you very much
that all of you
for such a wonderful
Krishna today on his auspicious appearance day, so that you will all be beneficiaries of Bhakti and your heart will become cleansed. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Krishna Janmashtami Mahotsavam ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Right. There is a hand raised here by Vishwa Kalyana Gauradas. Yes, Vishwa Kalyana Gauradas.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
And Shri Shri Kalyana Gauri Dasi. I'm sorry. What's your initiated name?
She's not initiated yet.
I can't hear you because you're maybe.
She's not initiated yet, Maharaj. Sirisha.
Okay. I should put my speaker on. Right. Yes, what's your good name?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hari Bol.
We're actually so happy to have your darshan today. It's actually very nostalgic.
Yes.
Years back, I feel I can see my fellow devotees also here who've been serving. I've been serving with them. So my humble obeisances to all of them as well. Maharaj, I just wanted to inquire what can be a good, so I have 2 questions. What can be a good sankalpa to take on Janmashtami? Because year after year, we've been, at least I've been taking sankalpa, like I'll read so many books, I'll chant so many rounds, I'll do so much seva, but it's been quantitative only. So how can I take a better sankalpa this Janmashtami to improve in my spiritual progress?
Yes, just Janmashtami is very special because it is a pandemic Janmashtami. COVID-19 Janmashtami. Maybe in so many generations only one will get an opportunity like this. So we are all the pandemic Janmashtami celebrators. So this Janmashtami, somehow we are not allowed to bring people to the temple, dance and chant with them ecstatically and be physically close. I am locked up in a room, and from here I'm giving the programs. Whenever required, I go there and come back to the temple. Even I am asked to be very cautious and not mix much with the other devotees who are there. So it is very special. So it looks like Krishna has made this arrangement for devotees. So the devotees will be forced to be more meditative, will be forced to not depend only on seeing the deity and meeting devotees externally alone, but to be internally oriented, to be more meditative and take depth. Like I was mentioning the other day, yesterday to devotees in Bahrain, that human life has become wide, lot of width, technological progress and science, and then social progress and social media and internet and many different facilities available. We all become busy on a horizontal plane, but it lacks depth. We are increasing in width, but very shallow. It's like skating on thin ice. Anytime it will crack open and we may fall. That doesn't mean that by falling down we'll get depth. No. So we should increase our depth. This Janmashtami is meant for depth rather than other types of meditation that we normally would do. So we can meditatively offer to Krishna Abhishek. We can meditatively depend on Krishna's lotus feet. We can actually, in the mind, Manasika Puja we can do. Manasika surrender we can do. Just like Vasudeva also, in the lockdown inside the prison, he gave charity in his mind. The Bhagavatam says thousands of cows decorated he gave away in charity. He knows that that is also equally powerful. So we can increase our depth because we are forced to become meditative and mentally surrender to the Lord. So depth can be increased. So your meditation in this Janmashtami can be special. We can go deep inside us introspectively and tell Krishna about everything and ask for his mercy. Right? I hope that helps you. What other question?
Yes, Maharaj. And the second question was, who is the most qualified recipient of Krishna's mercy, and how does one get there?
Well, if you want to really in great detail understand this, you can read the Brihat Bhagavatamritam of Sanatana Goswami. Step by step, you get to know how the gopis, Radharani, all of them are the greatest recipients of the mercy of Krishna. So much so that Krishna says, I can't give you anything more because your devotion is so great. That prema, that devotion itself is the ultimate treasure that I have, that I can give you. Since you have that, please be happy with that. Right? So they were the greatest recipients of that mercy. So by chanting Hare Krishna offenselessly, purely, we can be able to get that mercy also. That is the meaning of Harinama Sankirtana. That is the meaning of chanting the holy name. Chirad adattam nijagupta vittam swapremna namamritam ati udaraha. Never before given from the treasury of Krishna. Krishna is given what is most valuable to him, love of himself. Swapremna namamritam ati udaraha. He gave that in the form of nama to everybody. Ati udaraha, therefore he is called extremely merciful. So if you chant very carefully, give great value to chanting of the holy name, then we can also be recipients of that type of mercy.
Yes, Maharaj.
Right? So thank you all very much. Since there's no further question, or there's some chat. On the chat, thank you. Okay, it's all thank you. So, somebody from Oppa A31, Samasundara Krishna, Shamasundara Krishna never leaves from Vrindavan, still in Vrindavan. Yes, he never leaves Vrindavan. He just performs a pastime of appearing to Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. And then he starts another chapter in the pastime. All right? So, Vrindavan, it is mentioned that Krishna eternally resides in Vrindavan. He never leaves Vrindavan. So he just becomes aprakat, unmanifest, not visible to them, and he becomes visible. But he always remains in Vrindavan along with his wonderful devotees. Right. Okay? He remains eternally in Vrindavan. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare
May
Krishna.
Krishna's blessings be on all of you.
Maharaj, for
Yes.
a few minutes,
Yes.
for a vote of thanks, I wish to
Please.
invite Asimananda Krishna Nama Prabhu
Please
to
go
the
ahead.
vote of thanks to Maharaj.
Hare
Asimananda
Krishna,
Prabhu, you can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam, Maharaj.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, it was a wonderful class and it was enlightening and so many points, which is like what you told, it is a special Janmashtami like COVID-19. You know, we all celebrating from home. You know, every time we actually celebrating with the association, but this one is special because we can prepare more at home, and we can actually in the mind we can associate with devotees, and this is nicely you explained, Maharaj. Also, you given your precious time because you will be busy in that, but you given us precious time and instruction on this Janmashtami, which we all need to follow. We thanks and we very grateful for you, Maharaj. And further to tell, we'll in coming days also we'll expect some other days to also hear from you, Maharaj. And again to as a gratitude, we'll chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra for your wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you very
Krishna.
much.
Thank you,
Om Tat
Maharaj.
Sat. Have a great Janmashtami.